Ladies and gentlemen, we return to the action here inside the AVA Amphitheater at Casino del Sol in beautiful Tucson, Arizona. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior lightweight division. Our judges at ringside, Fred Encinas, Steve Sandoval, and Roger Woods. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Roberto Velez. Introducing first out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 128.4 pounds, wearing red trunks with black trim. He brings a record of 22 victories with only 2 defeats. 12 wins coming by way of knockout. From Mexicali, Mexico, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez. Introducing out of the red corner. He weighed in at 129.6 pounds, wearing white trunks with blue and red trim. He brings a perfect record, 20 wins, no defeats, 7 victories coming by way of knockout. Stockton's King, reppin' Stockton, California, Gabriel Flores Jr.
Gentlemen, you both received your instructions in the dressing room, so I expect you to obey my commands. Ya recibiste las instrucciones en el camerino, así es que ponte listo. Esa guardia siempre arriba. Protect yourselves at all time. Remember, we're here to see a good, clean fight. That's what I expect. Una pelea limpia y profesional. Es lo que espero yo. Suerte, tocan guantes.
Took a moment for them to touch up gloves after Robert Velez, the third man in the ring, requested that from Gabriel Flores Jr. and Luis Alberto Lopez. Our Hall of Famer Andre Ward will not be on the call with us for this fight because in the sense of transparency, he works as part of Gabriel Flores Jr.'s advisory team. But nonetheless, I'm here, Bernardo Soon, alongside Timothy Bradley, and we keep seeing this about Gabriel Flores. This is a step-up fight. This is another step in the right direction. And the man who's stepping forward is Luis Alberto Lopez.
Oh, yeah. Getting jumped right there, starting off quick. Flores seemed very confident and composed inside the fighter meetings, just as well. Ooh, that right hand. Just as well in the beginning of this fight, but right now he's a bit uncomfortable.
All right, so Lopez said he was going to close the gap on Gabriel Flores Jr. and Jr. said he's going to have to eat some jabs coming in. The left hook from Gabriel Flores Jr. getting off the line.
See, and Flores is going to have to do this all night long. Lopez is going to be in his face. He has a ton of experience. He's going to use that experience. He knows he's not going to give a young fighter with that supreme skill time to think.
See blood from the mouth of Gabe Flores Jr. early on here.
And did you see how Lopez closed the gap? How he dipped down low and then came up. He left his feet and shot a jab right down the middle and caught Flores. Good combination right there, though, by Flores.
Yeah, nice right hand to start that combination from Flores. And El Venado Lopez told us, look, people see my height, but they don't account for how quick my feet were getting on the inside. And that's what he's looking to do here against Flores, who goes low.
Pick him up. Box.
Flores seems to have settled down now after that quick rush from Lopez to start the fight.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. He needs to take his time. You know, when you're flustered like this and a guy starts really quick on you and you wasn't expecting it, just take your time. Play defense. You know, use your defense to your advantage.
Oh, there's a big right hand from Lopez, and it's that left hand that he kept down. And Gabe said, I'm going to beat Gabe Flores, and if he gets caught, it's going to be because he continued to beat Gabe Flores and didn't pick up that left hand.
He's going to continue to get hit with that overhand right, and that's the weakness that I saw in Flores in his last fight that he got away with and was able to get a KO win.
Another low blow.
That's 2. Pick him up. Box.
That's a lot of
Stop
adversity
punching.
in round one for Gabe Flores Jr. A second warning for low blows. He got rocked and is bleeding from the mouth.
Let it go. He's free. He's free. Punch him. Right. Stop punching.
For tonight only, boxing fans can play in a free top-ranked boxing pool on.
Lopez lands his right hand, looping right hand. How did he set it up? He dropped down to the body, changed levels right here. There it is. Bringing the eyes down of Flores and then looping the shot right around that glove. You see that glove as he moves straight back? Drops just ever so slightly. Left a little room for that right hand of Lopez.
And to be fair to Gabriel Flores, he had his right hand up. He just had to bring it down because of the feint.
Exactly. And when the guys change levels, they pretend they're going to go to your body. It's a setup. You know, it's like laying out a piece of cheese for a mouse or a rat. You know, before you catch him with the shot that you're really looking for.
Lopez still on the attack, and he gets caught by Flores with a 1-2 combination. As Flores starts to move around. He did spar with Gervonta Davis for this fight, and he said, he taught me how to stand my ground in the ring. Well, he's choosing to use his legs right now.
Well, I saw that confidence, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that he sparred Gervonta Davis, and you kind of gauge. The champion, I'm sure, didn't go full out on him, but you kind of gauge on how they manage the rounds. Gervonta Davis being who he is. And, one thing I asked him, I said, how was his defense? He said his defense was phenomenal. I was like, did you learn that from him? He said, yes, I learned that.
He did learn to get away from that right hand of El Venado Lopez, who now takes a couple of good shots from Gabe Flores Jr., who seems to have a little swelling on the left side of his face.
Stop. Break. Step back.
See, the one thing about Flores is he's game. He's game. He has a big heart. He's been down before in a couple of fights previous to this one. And he was able to, beautiful shot. He was able to make adjustments and win that fight clearly.
Now, what's unacceptable here is Gabe Flores with a 3-inch reach advantage getting out jabbed by Lopez. But here comes a quick right hand from Gabe Flores Jr., who's now on the stick.
And you hear a woo-hoo from Lopez. Seemingly having a good time inside the ring. Ooh, that was a beautiful body shot right there. Two-piece down and then coming around the elbow of Flores Jr.
You see that right uppercut from Lopez, who then gets clipped by a right hand from Gabe Flores Jr., who's on that stick once again, and a looping right hand. This is an entertaining fight, and a type of fight that can teach Gabe Flores Jr. a lot. They're both hooting and hollering. Oh!
That's the shot right there that Lopez needs to be careful for. He got a lot of energy right now coming forward, yes. But the second half, he needs to be careful because that shot is instant for Flores. Automatic, and it's dangerous. A lot of power in that shot.
From Lopez once again, who now gets warned for a low blow on Flores.
Break! Stop punching!
Nice short uppercut from Lopez. Finds a way to get inside and land that looping right. Sometimes he's lunging, sometimes he's dipping.
I actually saw it was actually off the shoulder. Flores did a good job in lifting his shoulder. You see the redness on his shoulder from that right hand from Lopez.
Nice right hand from Gabe Flores Jr. Our own Mark Kriegel is with the world champion, Oscar Valdez, in his locker room. Alberto Lopez gets off to a quick start. On the ring mat, you see Fury Wilder 3, October 9th on pay-per-view. We hope you'll join us then.
Another overhand right there. And another pull back counter from Flores Jr. looking for that uppercut now and the left hook, the check left hook. Beautiful adjustment right there by Gabe Flores.
For Flores, it's about timing. Now he's learning when to catch Lopez right before he lunges in.
And one thing for Flores, when you're fighting a jury fighter like Lopez, he gotta be set and be ready at all times. You never know when this young guy or the short guy is going to explode on you. one thing Lopez does well. He closes the gap quickly. And he's figured out his ways, creative ways to land his shots, even though being a shorter man.
Nice looping shots there from Lopez.
And that got his attention.
Yes, it did.
That
body
left hook
shot
to the body hurt Flores.
And now a right hand as Flores looks to land that left 45. Flores on his bike. They call him the deer, but he's not a deer in headlights. Lopez is in this fight and making Flores work hard.
Yeah.
Oh, big left hook counter.
That's the shot right there. It's not having much effect right now, but later in this fight, if Lopez keep letting those hands go, any fatigue set in, that's a deadly shot.
But that's also the difference in Flores, that he sometimes throws slapping shots and doesn't turn it over.
Yeah, that's all technique inside the gym. You know, it's how you've been taught to throw shots. A lot of time, guys, they'll slap with their hands or open fists. The two knuckles at the top, these two knuckles, that's what you need to hit with, or at least try to hit with. The biggest knuckles that you have going on.
That's what Lopez landed with right there. Short left hook there from Gabe Flores Jr., who eggs on El Venado Luis Alberto Lopez.
Well, you wonder why he's getting hit with right hands over and over and over. Get your hand up, son. Get your hand up. Left hand needs to be up.
Because Lopez is the Marshawn Lynch of boxing. He's going to hit you in your face again, over and over and over.
Lopez hit one side, hit the other side, step back, smiled at Flores. He's having fun right now. He's in a groove.
That has happened to him in the past 2 weeks. To have Canelo step in, it means a lot to Oscar.
Yeah, I guess it does mean a lot to Oscar. I mean, I would like if Canelo was actually take the reins here. He's been through this process and helped the young fella through this whole process.
Amen. Quick start here from Gabe Flores Jr. Body and then to the head from Lopez. Lopez is relentless in his pressure. Not always effective, but when he can get inside, he'll make you pay like he does there with that left hook and then a short right hand.
Good tie-up right there from the young Flores. Took a couple of good shots, got buzzed a little bit, and very smart to tie up, especially when you get buzzed inside the ring or hurt.
Oh, nice right hand, a counter when Flores was feinting. Lopez was punching.
Again, level change feint. He has experience that works for him. Dips low, just as he does here, and attempts another right hand over the top. And you still see no correction from the young fighter, Flores. Keep your left hand up, son.
You see the inflammation on the left side of the face of Gabe Flores Jr. His father will not be happy about that. He even said when he came back to the corner, this was such a close round. I need you to take over. Oh, there's a nice counter right by Gabe Flores.
One of the hardest things, Bernardo, I can tell you, being a fighter that was light-fisted, I didn't have a whole lot of punching power, is it's hard to keep guys up off of you. When they don't respect you, they walk straight through you. They keep coming. There's nothing to deter them, nothing to slow them down, and this is what we're seeing right now. So you got to find ways to keep guys off of you. Dig down to the body, tie up and hold, make adjustments somehow so that way you can fight guys like Flores.
Earlier tonight, we had a fighter in René Tellez Giron who did not look the part, yet he put on a great performance against Eduardo Garza and pulled off the win. The same thing could be said about Luis Alberto Lopez. He doesn't look the part. He's short. He's got short arms, yet he finds a way to land those shots and he's got Gabriel Flores' attention here in round 4 of a scheduled 10-round fight, and as he lands another big right hand. As this round comes to a close, a man with a big right hand and big left hooks to the body, Saúl Canelo Álvarez. He's standing by with our own Mark Kriegel.
Al final somos un equipo que trabaja y que lo único que quiere es seguir creciendo y seguir cosechando triunfos, y eso es lo único que hacemos en el gimnasio.
I don't know if that's the case, but we're a team and we're gonna keep being a team. If the critics are coming towards one of us, we're gonna be a team all the way, and that's what we're gonna take it.
You've been through a similar situation a couple of years ago with the clenbuterol and the hair follicle test. You tested negative. Did you have any advice for Oscar how to handle this situation?
No, mira, yo creo que cada quien pasa las cosas diferentes y cada quien las toma de diferente manera, pero lo único que pude decirle o acercarme en ese momento que lo vi agüitado cuando pasó todo, que todo va a pasar, nosotros lo conocemos, es un gran peleador, es un peleador disciplinado, entregado en el gimnasio, un peleador responsable y que nunca, obviamente nosotros no sabemos qué es lo que, obviamente cómo come, siempre está en el gimnasio y es lo único que se encarga Eddie, ¿no? De entrenarlo y todo, pero nosotros sabemos la persona que es y estamos apoyándolo y que todo va a salir a la luz. La verdad siempre sale a la luz y nosotros hemos pasado por eso, ya lo pasamos una vez y sabemos que todo va a estar bien.
Every situation is different, like when I saw him in the gym a little sad, I told him about my experience, but everything will come out, the truth will come out, and I just told him that everything will get through this.
Every case is different. Was the WBC, in your opinion, correct for allowing this fight to go on?
Claro que es correcto, ¿no? Porque hicieron los exámenes que tenían que hacer y vieron que que todo estaba bien y pues aquí está la pelea, ¿no? Creo que ellos son los que saben si se hace o no, no puedo decir si está bien o mal, pero al final pues aquí está y yo estoy apoyando a Oscar y es lo único que me interesa, ¿no? No voy a decir si sí o si no, porque al final los que se encargan de decir que sí dijeron que sí y eso es lo que cuenta.
I don't know if this is a good situation or a bad situation, but the WBC put the fight forward, and they're the ones that make the decision. I'm just here to support Oscar.
Champ, thank you for your time. I appreciate being here to answer those questions. Fellas?
Thank you very much. Canelo Álvarez, who will be looking to become the undisputed super middleweight champion against Caleb Plant later on this year.
Let him go.
Ooh, this is a 10-round battle. We're halfway point right now, and still no adjustments from Flores. It's only going to get worse from here on out because I see Lopez not getting tired, not spooked at all, and he's having his way anytime he wants to.
The face is swollen when you look at Gabe Flores, and Lopez looks like he hasn't been touched through the first 5 rounds of this fight.
Fix these holes in his game fast because he's on the verge right now of losing his fight if he doesn't turn things around.
Yeah, and he said, look, my performances will speak to how ready I am. Well, he's coming off of a 6-round knockout victory over Jason Velez, dropping him twice in round 6. So he showed late power and then finished him later on. But in the end, he's got a tough opponent in the ring tonight in Luis Alberto Lopez, who's got zero respect.
No respect. He just feinted Flores, got him to move out.
Oh, big right and left uppercut from Lopez.
Knocked on the side door, came through the front door. That's what Lopez did right there. Came around with a looping right hand and split right up the guard as Flores put his hand straight up to protect himself.
And Tim, we've talked about the bad habits before. You can get away with bad habits until you fight an opponent who can capitalize. Oscar Valdez did that with Burchell, and we're seeing Lopez doing that tonight with Flores.
Yes.
There's that stick and combination punching from Lopez, walking down Gabriel Flores Jr. There's a right hand from afar. Lopez first to the punch, and the accuracy from Lopez is pretty stunning against a defensive-minded fighter like Flores.
Let him go, let him go.
See, that's what he got to do. He got to tie him up, stay close, bang, bang Lopez, get back out, use his jab, move. Beautiful timing right there with the right hand, with the jab and the right hand from Flores. See, this is what he needs to do right here. On that stick, moving ever so slightly left and right, land combinations, and then tie up. Get away from the ropes.
Can't allow Lopez to get a 4-piece off with nothing until 10 seconds later. And there's that right hand from Lopez.
Right, stop punching. Whoa,
And stay
back.
off the
Keep it
ropes.
clean, guys.
Yeah. This is a very similar fight from what we saw with René Tellez Girón and Eduardo Garza. You've got a guy with skills. You've got a guy with all the amateur acumen that you could want. Yet you've got another fighter who just is relentless and has no respect and is going to keep pushing you back.
See, that's why it's very important to work on your physical strength. Everybody say, man, you built different, Tim. Yeah, I worked on my physical strength because I didn't have a whole lot of punching power, so I need to be physically strong just to bag these guys up. If I need to tie you up, I can tie you up. If I can push you off, I can push you off. And I asked Flores, do you been working on your physical strength? Oh, I do a little weights, I do a little this. You got to incorporate some weights into your program, son, so you can get some physical strength.
Nice counter left from Gabe Flores Jr. But in a round that Lopez is taking a step forward, who's punching hard, Flores can ill afford to just move and pop because Lopez is doing the most damage. And another right hand to punctuate another big round for Luis Alberto Lopez. Do it for your mother, Juanita Maldonado, who was shot while attending a birthday party and passed away on March 17th of 2013 when Gabe Flores Jr. was just 14 years old. So you could hear the internal desperation in Gabe Flores Sr., but he didn't transmit that. He transmitted calm.
Yeah, he did. He transmitted it calmly. I mean, he didn't panic, and that's what you want from your corner. But, you know, going there, you know, it's desperation.
Oh, big combination here from Luis Alberto Lopez, who continues to walk down Gabe Flores Jr. and do damage with both the left and the right.
Seriously, this just looks like a man versus a boy. That's what it looks like right now. Lopez being that man, Flores being the young boy.
28 years old in 24 professional fights. Gabe Flores, 21 years old. He was at some point the youngest fighter ever signed by Top Rank before Xander Zayas in his 21st professional fight. Mark, we welcome you in. Nice body shot.
I spoke to Gabe Flores Sr., said, what strategic advice do you have for your son? He said, double the jab, get your right hand up, and walk him back. You're strong enough to do it.
And he
Lopez is not cooperating.
Yeah, he just got rocked by a right hand by Luis Alberto Lopez, and Gabe Flores Jr. is really in a heap of trouble with more than a minute and a half left here in round number 7. Lopez chopping him down to the body. And you can see Flores breathing hard through the mouth.
Guess what happens when you get fatigued and you start wearing down? The mistakes are even more profound. And that's what you're seeing right now. And guess who's taking advantage of it? And that body shot right there just hurt Flores. Oh, my goodness.
Lopez, look, the hands of Flores are down. And here comes a big right hand as Lopez is beginning to tee up, making Flores pay for his sins as a young fighter.
This fight might get stopped. I don't know how many rounds Flores can take this much punishment. He's a tough kid, but man, he's taking a lot of punishment right now from Lopez.
I think there's a cut now on the... No, there's not a cut. It's just blood from the nose that's flowing into the face and under the eyes of Gabe Flores Jr., who right here is on survival mode. He's on his bicycle because Lopez has been relentless in his attack. Flores Jr. said Lopez's nickname, the Deer. Well, he's going to put him on Bambi legs, but it's been his legs that have been wobbled in this fight.
You gotta know how to stand your ground. That's very important. Flores told us in the fighter meeting that he knew how. We're not seeing that right now.
As he walks over to his father for instructions, let's listen in.
Look, son, you better show me something, bro. You better fucking show me something, though, bro. You gotta show me something. Fuck this now or never, boy. Man, stop him now. Yeah, we gotta stop him now. All right? You're backing up. You're backing up. Hey, on the jab. But hey, he's gonna come, bro. You gotta tie him up and then on the break, double drop. You gotta jab, bro. And let your hands go. Tighten up. Breathe. Right, breathe. Son, look at me. Can you do it? You gotta do it, son. This is where you gotta show your dog, bro. Quit moving with your hands down, bro. All right? Breathe.
You can't be going back there. 3 more rounds, man. Man, you gotta fight this dude in the middle, man. You gotta stop moving so much.
Breathe, son. Breathe. Breathe. Let's go.
Now you saw the urgency from his father, Gabe Flores Sr., saying, you've got to stop him. Can you do it, son? And you gotta be the dog in there tonight.
You know what the bad habits are created? Inside the gym. That's what they're created. You know, when you're hitting the bag, you're not staying disciplined, you're just touching the bag and you're looking good with your combinations, then you step back and you drop your hands and you're hitting the hand mitts and you're doing the same exact thing, dropping your hands. Guess what? All that carries inside this ring.
You know what else carries? When you got a ton of heart and you got no respect for the man across the ring from you, as is the case with Luis Alberto Lopez. His only losses against Ruben Villa and Abraham Montoya, and he comes off of a big win against Andy Vences. How tough is Lopez? He finished the last 4 rounds of that fight with a broken right hand and still got the win. Oh, big right uppercut from Lopez that once again shakes up Gabe Flores Jr., who has to hold.
Stop punching.
Lopez is the deer, but he's going on the hunt.
Yeah. This is easy work right here. This is an easy night pay for Lopez, honestly.
Oh, nice short left hook by Lopez. Sometimes they ask Canelo, what's Mexican style? Well, Luis Alberto Lopez is putting on a Mexican style demonstration tonight. Just all heart, guts, and I'm gonna give you my best shot. If you could take it, good for you. If not, I'm gonna be in your grill all night long.
Well, you got to figure out ways early, especially when you don't have punching power, to be able to gain respect of your opposition. In this case, Flores didn't do that. He didn't establish himself. He allowed Lopez to come on quick in the beginning and didn't make him pay for anything. And so he got more momentum, and he also got more confidence to be able to land more and more punches.
You could see the look of concern and resignation on the face of Gabe Flores Sr., who is he's now contemplating whether he saves his kid for more punishment or if he has a real chance to pull this off.
I personally would save him. He's 21 years old. He's young. I wouldn't allow him to keep taking this type of punishment. I respect the heart. I get it. Some might agree with me. Some may not agree with me. But you know what, man? Save this kid to fight another day. He has a lot of talent. He can move forward and learn a lot from this.
2 rounds. Let your hands go, son. He's moving and you ain't closing the gap on him. You exhausted? Breathe. Breathe, son.
Put your mouth up.
Breathe. Good, give it some more. Here, turn it up.
Nice shot right there.
Breathe, son. Can you finish the 2 rounds,
from Lopez again, shooting the jab. You see the overhand right there, but then you see Flores Jr. not playing homage to his defense and gets hit with a beautiful right hand uppercut.
Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hey, let that second wing kick in. You gotta let your hands go. Breathe, son. Breathe. Hey, big. Pause. He's gonna come hard. Clinch him on the inside. Don't move so much. You clinch him if you have to. All right? Come on, son. Let's go.
You could hear the laboring breathing from Gabe Flores Jr. as his father asked him, can you do it? And as a fighter, he's going to tell you he can, because that's the type of fighter Gabe Flores Jr. is. But he's got to really show something here in the last 6 minutes that he hasn't showed the first 8 rounds of this fight.
Partner, I could just tell you this, Bernardo. He needs a miracle. I'm just going to let you know, he needs a miracle. And the only way that I see that he knows how is landing that left hook that he possesses. But you can tell that Lopez is aware of that. He's not spooked by that. And he's going to continue to press forward and dominate this fight.
Just spoke with Gabe Flores, Sr. And I asked him, have you considered letting your son learn a lesson and letting him fight for another day? He says, yes, I have. He was exhausted from the weight cut, but I'm going to let him go this round and see what happens.
Thank you very much, Mark. And obviously his father knows his son better than anybody else. But he does have to contemplate that if Gabriel Flores doesn't let his hand go, because there's no use in him just being a punching bag for Luis Alberto Lopez. Because Lopez looks fresh in there still. And he's the one that's been coming forward and throwing punches. He's thrown 409 punches to Flores' 369, landing 20 more.
Giving up too much ground. That's what's happening. Flores can't operate inside the pocket where he needs to operate. He's getting caught on the outside in that mid-range, so take the fight in close if you can to slow the pace down a bit. But he's not physically strong to do that. You have to be physically strong to be able to stand your ground.
Oh, triple jab and then the left hook, but Lopez walks right through it. No regard for the lack of power that Gabriel Flores has here, because he's not sitting on his punches either.
He can't. I mean, he's bagging up. There's not going to be any power on his shots if he's backing up.
Those body shots from Lopez are doing damage. Flores keeps his hand down, but now he can't pick him up because Flores is taking too much punishment downstairs, not to mention that his face is mincemeat.
Look at it. Look at the setup. Look. When you're in the gym like that, and when you're in the gym sparring, just say that, and you're sparring against a guy that doesn't have a whole lot of skills like you do.
Oh, big left hook! And Flores is hurt here, and he's taking a lot of damage. He's against the ropes. It could be a knockdown, and Lopez just needs to land one big shot. And there it is. Just a pummeling from Luis Alberto Lopez on Gabe Flores Jr. as the bell may save him. But wow, Luis Alberto Lopez putting an offensive clinic here on against Gabe Flores Jr.
That's it. No, I can't, bro. You're backing up. You're not listening to me, son. You're not listening to me. No, that's it. That's it. That's it, Papa. I'm not gonna. No, yeah. That's it. That's it. Fuck that. No, you can't, Papa. You hit me. You're done, son. Break. Like a pro, bro. Come on. Let's stay at the corner. We good? Yeah, we good. We good. Fuck. If you're pulling back like that, I'm gonna stop it, bro. I'm about to stop it, bro. Take it down. Put your hands up, bro. Hands up. Come on, son. All right, put your hands up, bro. I'm gonna stop it.
Heart-wrenching moments in a decision that was made by his father but was overruled by the young 21-year-old son. But Flores Jr. was on the brink of being knocked out in round number 9, and he's got to give his all, but he's not fully there, Tim.
This isn't a championship fight. There's not a belt on the line, man. This is just a regular fight to move forward. What do you mean? Can you continue to let your son take punishment like this? That's the problem with having fathers in the corner. They don't make the right decision. Trust me on this. This young man doesn't have a lot of fight in him. He's getting banged up. This is bad for his career right now. Taking too much punishment.
He just got clipped by another right hand from Luis Alberto Lopez. He was on the verge of pulling off a huge upset against the undefeated fighter out of Stockton, California. And even as his father implores him to keep his hands up, he just cannot do it. It's not in his nature, number one. And number two, he doesn't have the strength to do it now.
Listen, even if he gets through this round, man, even if he gets through this round, the fight should have been stopped.
Someone has to be the adult, and he just got clipped by a big left uppercut from Luis Alberto Lopez, who now digs to the body. And he's just looking for the finish here against Gabe Flores Jr. And it can get ugly. It's already ugly. It could get devastatingly ugly.
Lopez can finish this fight right now, but he's taking off the gas. He's kind of brother-in-law right now. I would say Flores, he can end it. All he has to do is go down to the body, and it's a wrap.
There it is, that right uppercut to the body.
Hands up!
Flores has got the dog in him that is badass from here in the 10th round, but it's not in his nature. It's not who he is, and you can't ask him to become that all of a sudden.
Hey, stop punching. Step back. Step back.
Hands up! Put your hands up!
Ooh! The referee's got to do his job too, Tim.
Listen, I respect the heart of, I'm all about heart. You know, I get it. But the kid is young, man. He's 21 years old. He has talent.
You know what it reminds me of? Fernando Vargas against Tito Trinidad and how he was never the same after that fight.
Step back. Let's go. Step back.
This reminds me of Dog Bay, Navarrete.
Except this time it's the shorter fighter bringing the fight to the taller one. Oh, big uppercut there from El Venado Luis Alberto Lopez. And the fight is being stopped in the corner. The fight is over as Gabe Flores Sr. calls for a halt, and the referee doesn't see it, so the fight continues. Even though it should have been called off, we will hear the final bell. That was poor refereeing there.
Yeah, Gabe is just definitely fatigued. He's fighting back, you know. Can't say he don't have heart, he does, but a beautiful body shot right there. And then that shot right there, you see the right hand down, those hands have been down the whole entire night. And as you fatigue and you get tired, guess what? Those mistakes become more announced. And here you go. The follow-up combination, beautiful right hand over the top, just the creativity.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside the AVA Amphitheater at Casino del Sol, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Roger Woods scores the bout 98-92. Fred Encinas and Steve Sandoval both score the bout 100-90 for your winner by unanimous decision, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez.
You're used to seeing Gabriel Flores pitching shutouts. Tonight, he got shut out on 2 cards, and Roger Woods gave him 2 rounds. That's stunning an outcome as you can expect, and you can see the disappointment.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the hangar here in beautiful Costa Mesa, California. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior lightweight division. Our judges at ringside, David Hudson, Patricia Morse-Jarman, and Zachary Young. And the referee in charge at the sound of the bell, Ms. Sharon Sands. Introducing first, out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 128.8 pounds. Wearing silver trunks with black trim, he brings a record of 19 victories, 13 defeats, 12 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Raul El Ciclón de Miami, Chirino. Introducing out of the red corner. He weighed in at 128 pounds. Wearing white trunks with blue trim, he brings a record of 24 victories with only 2 defeats into the ring. 13 victories coming by way of knockout. He is the IBF #1 featherweight contender from Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez.
Aquí. Aquí. Bueno. Aquí. No. Tocas.
Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez. He's coming off of a string of upset victories against Isaac Lowe. Most recently stopped the Brit. And before that, it was Gabriel Flores who was his victim in the heat of Tucson, Arizona. Both fighters fought 3 times in 2021, and here we are as they step into the ring for the first time in 2022. Bernardo Osuna alongside Timothy Bradley, Luis Alberto Lopez, and Raul Chirino in the ring. Nice stick to the body from Lopez, who is switching things up tonight, Tim, because he's used to being the underdog, but now he's a top-rated contender, and the pressure's on him as opposed to Chirino's.
Yeah, that shouldn't change things, though. He's still, he's still fighting well, and he still should fight well. No pressure at all. He has a ton of experience, and like you said, he beat some really good opponents.
Showing a little bit more boxing tonight, moving laterally and backwards as opposed to just coming forward, putting some new wrinkles in his game.
That's what it's all about. You never stop development as a fighter. You never stop learning. You don't know everything. You pick up different philosophies along the way, different sets of skills, and, you mature inside the gym, working with different fighters, sparring.
Hear the creaking of some of those wood planks in the middle of the ring here in Costa Mesa, California.
Yeah, Lopez right now, he's taking his time, using his legs for defense, changing angles up, going down to the body. Now you see him pressing forward. You see the versatility in his arsenal.
He's ranked at featherweights as he goes down to the body with the right hand. Venado Lopez #1 in the IBF thanks to his knockout victory over Isaac Lowe. But this fight's taking place at junior lightweight, 128+ pounds. His opponent, Chirino, looked like he was having trouble making weight yesterday. Very dried out, but seems to have rehydrated pretty well.
Yeah, that was a nice move right there by Chirino. He just let his hands go, and he kept Lopez occupied upstairs, and then he slipped a nice right hand on the inside. Beautiful setup right there for his offense.
Trying to land that looping right hand is Chirino with the silver trunks trimmed in black. Nice counter right from Lopez. Now he follows it up with another looping right.
He can't miss that. I mean, Chirino, what he's doing is he's dropping that left hand, and he's bringing his hand back when he jabs. He's bringing it back low. That's why he's getting caught with that right hand.
Now he gets caught with that right hand downstairs. You gotta love the punch variety from Lopez, who now spins around Chirino.
Yeah, I mean, all that movement looks cute, but what did it do? It didn't do anything. He didn't punch off that movement. He needs to understand that aspect of the game, too.
We'll listen in to the corner of Luis Alberto Lopez. Armando Valenzuela. Come on, Daddy. Here, lean him back a little bit. Put some ice right there. No? I don't want the ice. He knows when. Take a deep breath. Yeah, he's got nothing for you. We already saw he's got nothing for you. I think you can land that big right. Just keep moving and set up your shots. Go down to the belly, touch it up. Breathe. If you focus on that belly, you move. Use your head movement. Set up that jab and then keep looking for that gut. Tim, you saw something at the end of the round you didn't like.
Yeah. I mean, all this hand tapping, I don't get it. You tap hands in the beginning of the fight. All this hand tapping is like almost like brother-in-law, and saying, hey, I respect you. I don't like that. Look at this. You in the fight, you do that at the beginning. You don't do that after a round. That's like sparring. It's a sparring type of mentality.
Grumpy Tim shows up in round #1.
No,
that's early, Tim.
I'm just trying to, listen, I'm trying to let these guys know, man. I can tell you one thing that I see. Lopez playing around a little bit too much for my liking. You know, yeah, he's showing some new wrinkles in boxing and you know, trying to look cute, but it's a little bit too much for me. Messing with his footwork and things. He's not handling business like I usually see him when he's the underdog.
Yeah, and you see the right hands of Chirino both to the head and to the body here in round 2, finding a home. Now it's a jab from Chirino.
See those little shots right there, those little punches right there is just to keep Lopez guard high, and then you try to look for the opening or a small hole in the defense.
There's a nice stick from Lopez, and he follows up. Up jab from Lopez, trying to set up Chirino, but I agree a little bit in terms of he's trying to be too cute in there as opposed to being who we've seen him be.
Oh, I didn't like that reaction right there. Body language from Chirino. Got hit right on the nose, right on the bridge of the nose, and you saw how you reacted. He did not like that at all.
Oh, now he goes down.
That was a light shot, but I'm not in his body, to be honest with you. Probably landed in the right spot, but I think it might have been that punch to the nose.
Delayed reaction, and see how Lopez follows up here in round number 2. Chirino trying to do something to keep Lopez off of him. Just enough. Lopez working to the body. He's going to finish on his feet here in round number 2 after what looked to be a perilous situation for Raul Chirino. All right, so we saw Chirino go down here in round number 2, Tim. And what happened?
Look, it might have been like a perfectly timed placed body shot because the shot didn't look hard from where I was sitting. Okay. Like it might have been right there on the liver. You know, and you got to understand that he's moving in that direction as well, so it's probably double impact. You see right here, kind of hesitated. Ooh, that was a nice setup. Ooh, that was a cold setup right there. Did you see him how he got that right hand up?
Absolutely.
He tapped high and then went down low. Awesome. Got to give Lopez a little bit more credit for that. That was a beautiful setup and a beautiful place. Check this out. Here he is. Chirino covering up, putting that high guard. Boom. Tapped him up high. Went down low. Beautiful work.
10-8 round for Luis Alberto Lopez here in round number 2. It looked like he didn't want to finish him there in that second round. I don't know if Lopez's corner wants him to get rounds in or try some different strategies, but it's always, you know, not advisable to not take a guy out when you have a chance to.
What you always say, Bernardo, don't play with your food.
Exactly.
If you're that good and you're hitting this guy at will and you have the punching power to get rid of the guy, why don't you get rid of him? Don't sit there and mess around with your food. Things can happen in there.
That food can give you indigestion.
Yeah.
Let it get cold.
Try to tell you, man.
Ooh. Nice up jab from Lopez, but he left himself open if Chirino was a little bit quicker.
Right, you know what? Lopez right now, he's in the zone right now. He's having fun on the job. You know, the competition isn't that stiff. He understands it, and he's just playing with his mind right now. Chirino's mind.
Sponsored by the Cha family is Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez out of the Leakey's Pharmacies in Mexicali and Algodones. And he is trying to put some medicine on Chirino here in round number 3. A lot more dimensions to Lopez's game. I mean, I think those fights against fighters like Gabe Flores Jr., like Isaac Lowe, really have upped his game.
I'm letting you know right now, when you beat fighters like that, confidence. And when your confidence rise, oh, you become a different fighter.
Nice counter right. You see the bridge of the nose of Chirino. Just bearing the blunt of Lopez's work. There's that counter right. Now it's a right hand that drops Chirino.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's take a look at Lopez's disposition here after dropping Chirino for the second time in this fight.
Round 3.
And it's not loaded up shots that are getting him down, Tim, and that's a little different. You know, we're used to seeing a guy like Lopez dig deep and throw those looping shots. It's quick, short, precise shots that are doing damage tonight.
Like you said, precise. You land right place at the right time.
Like that 1-2 that puts him down again?
Does damage, baby.
3, 4,
Precision.
5, 6, 7, 8. All right, this is it. Let's go. 10 seconds.
Sharon Sands not playing around here in round number 3, keeping an eye on Raul Chirino, who's been down 3 times in the fight, twice here in round 3.
Tiempo. Agua.
All right, Tim, let's take 2 looks at that first knockdown, which was such a quick, short shot.
Chirino right there, he throws a right hook and a jab. He's just looking just to place a shot. Throwing a lazy jab out like that, leaving his hand down a bit just for a split second, boom. Right hand right over the top, right on the chin. And you see the effects of that right hand. He didn't throw it hard. It was just nice and extended, full extended, and beautiful shot right there. Nice setup from Lopez. Lopez knows what he's doing. He hit him on the shoulder, bro. He hit him on the shoulder. To be honest with you, Chirino don't want to be here, you know. And it's up to Lopez to go ahead and get him on out of there. So Lopez needs to turn it up, man. Turn it up and stop messing around with his food. Get rid of this guy.
Absolutely. In our co-main event this evening, you'll see Giovanni Santillán taking on Giovanni Barraza. And Santillán's, you know, he's working his way up at 147. And he said, against a guy like this who doesn't belong in the ring with me, I need to prove why he doesn't belong in the ring with me. And I think Lopez is at that stage here in round 4 against Chirino.
Lopez, he needs to. You know, he needs to realize he needs to have that same mentality he had when, you know, he didn't have the contract. Same mentality. And come out here and get rid of these guys that don't belong in the ring with him, because he can get hit with a shot that he doesn't see and go down and be hurt.
He just got clipped with a nice right hand from Chirino, the same one that hurt him, or that he landed earlier. But then Lopez is digging to the body right there, strafing left hooks down to the belt line.
But I can tell you this. Lopez doesn't fear anything coming from Chirino. Nothing at all. He doesn't respect him at all. He's walking forward. Every now and then he'll drop his hands. But right now he's just doing whatever he
liver
wants.
shot. And that's got to be it.
That's a bad boy, man. I'm not going to lie, man. Lopez is a bad boy. He's tricky. Very, very tricky fighter. Versatile. Great offense. Confident. Good defense. He added a few more elements to his game. I like what I see.
He delivered with the liver shot here in round number 4 for his 14th knockout in 25 wins. And it was a comprehensive victory from first bell to final punch, because he tried some new things tonight, Tim. He showed some different wrinkles, and in the end, he went back to what he knows, and it was the body shots and the power shots.
Yeah, it definitely was a slow death tonight for Chirino. You know, he did the best he possibly could. To be honest with you, he just outclassed tonight. You know, Lopez showed a different level tonight as far as his boxing IQ. He placed his shots extremely well. Anytime he wanted to do hurt or damage, he did it.
And he closed it off with the Mexican seal of approval, that vaunted left to the liver that Julio Cesar Chavez threw to perfection and Canelo's throwing nowadays.
Check it out. Walking them down, going around the guard. Anytime someone put the high guard up, what do you want to do? Come around it, split it up the middle. You know, there's a lot of holes in that type of defense right there. And Lopez, he understands that. He actually missed. He missed that left hook to the body. I think Janino, he wanted out, and he needed Lopez to pour it on. See,
you got him on the belt line.
Yeah, on the belt line. You saw the stomach jiggle a little bit. So he did land that shot in the perfect spot, but you know, Janino, he didn't want to be in the ring anymore, much longer, honestly.
And Sharon Sands had seen enough, and it's a TKO or a KO victory for Luis Alberto Lopez. Let's send it up to Mark Chenoy for the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside the hangar in beautiful Costa Mesa, California, referee Sharon Sands calls a stop to this bout at 1 minute 8 seconds of round number 4, declaring your winner by knockout, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez.
So 1 minute 52 seconds of round number 4. That was a total of 4 knockdowns in this fight, and Luis Alberto Lopez retains his #1 ranking at the featherweight division by the IBF. We'll be back with more from Costa Mesa on Top Rank Boxing on ESPN.
It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, steward in charge John Williamson, along with the International Boxing Federation, President Darrell Peoples, Supervisor Rob Scott, timekeeper is Dale Elliott. Our 3 judges assigned, scoring on a 10-point must system will be John McKay of the United States, Terry O'Connor of England, and Benoit Roussel of Canada. Our referee in charge, third man in the ring, will be Michael Alexander of England. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the SSE Arena in Belfast, Northern Ireland, the time has arrived. This is our main event of the evening. Introducing to you first, the challenger fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing purple with green, white, and gold, and weighed in officially at 8 stone, 13 pounds. He had a stellar amateur career, becoming a 2-time Olympian, and now as a professional, he has a record consisting of 18 wins, just 1 defeat. 9 of his 18 wins come by way of knockout. Hailing from right here, Belfast, he is representing all of Ireland. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former world title challenger, Michael Conley. And his opponent across the ring in this main event, he is the defending world champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing lightweight maroon and weighed in the same as his opponent, 8 stone, 13 pounds. His professional record consists of 27 wins, 2 defeats, with 15 of his 27 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, please welcome the reigning and defending IBF featherweight champion of the world, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez.
Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of want them to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Touch gloves. Keep it clean.
All right, Michael Alexander, the third man in the ring tonight. Christina Poncher and Jamel Herring here with you on the call. This one's scheduled for 12 rounds for the IBF Featherweight World Championship.
Can we speak about how hyped the manager was, though, during the ring introductions for Lopez?
Mimicking the introductions there, yes. And we see right now, right away, Mick Conlan coming out in this fight in the southpaw stance. One of the things his trainer, Adam Booth, says he does the best is switch seamlessly between orthodox and southpaw. You will see that a lot in this fight. Luis Alberto Lopez with team Juan Betancourt, Armando Valenzuela, and Kay Caroma in his corner for the first time in this fight.
In the first 30 seconds, what I noticed from Lopez that he doesn't get enough credit for is his reaction time. Even with Mick Conlan going to southpaw, he still was able to sneak in some shots after he made Mick miss and came back with a counter. And that says a lot.
Low shot
that,
there.
Yeah. And he's so calm. He's calm right now.
And Conlan gave credit to Luis Alberto Lopez, his style, how tricky he is to prepare for, how they had to bring in a variety of sparring partners. But with a fighter in Conlan, too, that switches a lot between orthodox and southpaw. You got to bring in a couple different guys to give you both of those looks as well. Or find somebody else that can switch.
And more importantly, like we pointed out earlier, you just basically got to find somebody that's awkward and unpredictable as well in your training camp.
Lopez looking to land that right hand to the body. Back with the left hand comes Conlan. Conlan down real low with that left hand.
Ooh.
Oh, nice right hand comes in there from Lopez. Uppercut from Lopez.
That's what I mean. His reaction time is really it's underrated.
3 months of training camp to prepare for Mike Conlan. Lopez started his training camp in Mexicali and then moved to Las Vegas at DLX Boxing Gym, where he got in sparring with the likes of Jerwin Ancajas, DJ Zamora, and Bruce Shushu Carrington to prepare for this fight. Nice combination there as he pushes Conlan back.
Yeah. And again, I respect what Mick is trying to do right now. He's basically trying to keep that distance and space. But he has to basically keep his eyes open and stay sharp because, again, Lopez can quickly change speeds.
Right hook gets in for Conlan. Body shot with the left hand twice for Conlan's score.
Good shot from Conlan. Another good left hand.
Some really nice work with that
looping left hand.
Left hand for Conlan.
Around the guard.
Very nice start to this World Championship fight, round one. See if we can listen in here to Adam Booth in the corner of Michael Conlan.
Sneaky shots from Lopez. Again, when you think you're out of harm's way, here's Lopez right here, right on you in your face. But Mick Conlan had his moments in that round as well.
I love when we can hear clearly in the corners. I mean, what better way to get a pulse for what they want in the fight than to be able to hear it directly from the trainer. You heard Adam Booth say in the corner, he's looking for that right hand. Yeah. Don't be afraid to switch and go orthodox to get around to the other side.
And double X's, meaning, don't just make one defensive move, you got to make two to get out of harm's way.
For now, still in the southpaw stance is Conlan.
Yeah. And Lopez being Lopez is basically unbothered. even with Mick Conlon being in the southpaw stance.
Oh, big shots. These two are exchanging quick here in round 2.
So much for a boring fight.
He established that jab, and there comes the uppercut from Lopez. He throws these shots, Jamel, like from his hip sometimes. They come way out of right and left field. Very rarely right up the middle.
Even that fight, that shot was just all balanced. It came off one foot.
But that also does at times leave him vulnerable for counter shots because he does bring his hands back low.
And it's crazy. His defense is pretty much his offense. He prefers to fire it back. And here comes Mick Conlon. And he's backing. I like how he's backing Lopez up, and he's not smoking, so he's using that jab right now as a rangefinder to keep the space and distance. Because again, Lopez is actually he's a good counterpuncher as well. He's got a tag right there with a good right hook from Conlon.
Conlon marching forward, stalking Venado Lopez. Nice uppercut. That's a great shot from Lopez.
It's that sneaky uppercut, but he brings it down way from the ground, but still manages to always land it.
I've heard, Tim and Andre say in some of the fights I've had the privilege to call with them, it's not how you would teach it, but it works.
But it works,
and it's effective.
Right. Very effective. Good jab from Mick Conlon.
Oh, and that
got caught a two-piece.
answers right back with the left hand. Jab is working effectively, setting up shots for Conlon. Combinations landing here.
So far, we're pretty much getting the Conlon that we've seen in the early rounds of the Lee Wood fight. But hopefully he's made the proper adjustments to keep that same pace. Oh. Look at him like a trophy.
Those 2 rounds went by fast.
Yeah, it did. I tell you right there, it's an exciting fight. It's a good matchup.
Let's listen in.
Inside fire and drop, okay? You're safest when you're either double distance or all the way in, triggering and dropping, okay? Once you've done that work, don't bring the tip, don't go round it. Don't be too greedy, you have to keep tapping up that one. How does your head feel? How do you feel?
It's those looping shots. Action from both men that's been effective. Nice good left hook. Right hook from Mick Conlon just a moment ago. Right body shot, body head. Was that four punches along with the right hand?
And sticking with the southpaw stance for now is Conlon as we start round 3.
And now you got some more bounce in the step.
Really good first 2 rounds to start this fight.
Good left hand to the body from Conlon. Another one.
Look at that counter left from Lopez when Conlon looks to throw the left hand. He's been able to get that off pretty quick from his hip.
Still throwing from the hip. Good uppercut from Lopez. And that's that welcome in the park I was speaking about with Lopez. He'll hit you with a shot, and then you think he just, taking a breather, but he'll jump right back in with another shot.
Left cross from Lopez down to the body. Goes Lopez.
Yeah. And that's where he needs to bank these early rounds at, is the body, especially if you want to take away the boxing pedigree of Mick Conlon. continue going to the body. Now, in terms of Mick Conlan, continue, taking some steam off those shots by going to Lopez's body and then bringing it back to the center of the ring and just box.
Some good exchanges there from Conlan.
Nice left hand to the body from Conlan. Another one.
Yeah, he's doing some good work downstairs.
Ooh.
Nice left hand, and then comes an uppercut from Lopez. It's been a lot of back and forth action. Conlan's backed up now. Looked a little unsteady on his feet for this a second there. Some big shots are coming in from Lopez. Just under a minute to go here in round 3. Body work from Lopez, and Conlan holds.
And Lopez gets right out of it, goes right back to work. One thing about Lopez is when he gets hit, it wakes him up and he's all right, enough of that. And he comes right back with a barrage of shots. And the barrage is still continuing to go, as you see now.
But this is not the pace that Conlan has told us he wants to fight.
Nope.
He does not want to get dragged into a firefight. He does not want to be in close. But I don't think Lopez is giving him an option right now.
I don't think Lopez cares. And the crowd, I love how the crowd is on their feet. See, the thing is, though, Lopez can fight at this pace. Can Mick Conlan keep up with this pace as the fight goes deeper into the in those rounds?
Well, that was kind of the issue in the Lee Wood fight, was it not?
Yeah, my concern right there.
Couple replays.
Nice looping that looping left hand, but then boom, those like big shots wake Lopez up, and then here he comes. Excited, loaded, but still able to land those shots and loading up again. Whoop. Yeah, he gonna throw. Snaps the head back. 8, 9. I counted 9 shots in that instance right there. And you can see that it caught the attention of Mick Conlan if you look deep into his face.
Round 4, this championship fight is scheduled for 12. Christina Poncher and Jamel Herring here with you on the call. Very entertaining fight through the first 3 rounds. More at the pace of what Team Venado would prefer. I think that Adam Booth would want Conlan at this moment to get back to working off that stick, off that jab, doubling up on the jab, moving around the outside, get his punches in, and then get back out.
And I love Mick Conlan's heart and determination, but I think just a moment ago he really felt that power of Lopez, and you could tell. You could tell.
Interesting choice, too, for Conlan, despite Adam Booth mentioning in round 2 about switching to orthodox when he felt comfortable, is that your jab isn't always as effective when you're fighting an orthodox fighter. Both your lead hands are in front.
Ooh. And the thing Mick Conlan has to start doing when he exits, he has to put his hands back up. He may think he's out of range, but somehow Lopez always is able to sneak in a sneaky shot. Like, nothing Lopez do is the correct way you learn, but it's effective.
And he's smiling as he's putting in work.
There goes that Diddy bop. Good jab from Lopez.
Oh, nice combination, culminating with the chopping shot that causes Conlan to try to hold. Body shot from Lopez.
They're kind of low.
Nice shot up top from Conlan with the left hand. Venado a bit flat-footed now, walking towards Conlon. Down to the body, uppercut, looping right hand, left hook.
Left hook, yeah. Knock McCollum bounce a bit.
Perhaps a bit of blood in the mouth of Conlon.
Nice body, nice sneaky body shot from Lopez there we just seen.
Ten seconds to go here in round 4.
That's where Lopez got those. I'm gonna go upside your head shots, right?
Let's see if we can get some sound from the Lopez corner.
I'm not gonna let you take those shots. Do you understand? You need to be really fucking honest with me now, because he's catching you with that double time and your legs aren't working now. Be honest with me.
Wow.
Be honest with me. A lo que falle, así como está cerrando la guardia, a lo que falle, cuando falle, regresas.
Feint and then attack.
Haz la finta y regresas.
He's worried about you going upstairs. You gotta touch downstairs, okay?
Wow, some telling stuff from Adam Booth there, really getting a check-in on his fighter. He doesn't like him taking the shots that he's taking, says his legs aren't there.
And look how early we started in the fight, though, that he's saying this.
And it looks like K. Karoma is looking for some...
I'm gonna point that out. Yeah, he wants to go more to the body. He wants Lopez to invest more to the body because he feels that Mick Conlon is predicting him going on top. So he wants him to go down to the body more. And I think if you go down to the body more, it'll add on to what Mick Conlon's corner was saying about the legs not being there, because it would definitely take more of his legs from him.
And Team Lopez's game plan was definitely to apply pressure, smart pressure though with combinations, and they want to make Conlon work and use his legs and tire him out.
And one aspect of the game that we're not seeing a lot lately is the feint. I believe, like, and for Mick Conlon, he should start throwing some feints, even when he's trying to, regain his composure and set his next trap. Don't just stand there and look at him. Throw some feints and make him think you're going to set up a trap, but do something.
Oh, that shot hurt him. Conlon is down in round 5, and the towel comes in. Adam Booth has thrown in the towel. It is over. Luis Alberto Lopez is still the IBF featherweight world champion.
A lot of emotions right now.
Wow.
Jamie Conlon pretty much pushed Lopez out the way. Let's just hope to see that his brother, his brother Mick is fine. But a vicious shot, definitely.
He did not like what he saw in the corner after the last round and told him that he was concerned. So you got the sense that he had an absolute knowledge of what his fighter was feeling in that moment, and perhaps saw something coming. And everybody surrounding Conlon right now as he is sitting up, thankfully.
You see Lopez over there.
Getting a bit of oxygen now, looks like, from the medical team. In the ring is Conlon. This crowd is silent. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's tough to see. It's been like, this has been a rough night in Belfast in terms of fighters.
Venado Lopez with a statement in the featherweight division, stopping Mick Conlon in the 5th round. We're gonna first make sure Conlon's okay, and then of course we'll give you some look back at the stoppage. Wow.
I think with that performance, though, in my opinion right now, and you know, someone's probably going to correct me, but I believe Lopez is probably the best the best champion in the division right now.
And thankfully, Michael Conlan is up on his feet. You see his brother, Jamie Conlan, who is also his manager, Adam Booth, walking him back to the corner. Adam Booth looking out for the safety of his fighter primarily as he once again gets oxygen there in the corner. But that was a statement tonight in a firefight until it wasn't from Luis Alberto Lopez.
I say it was a firefight maybe the first 2 rounds, and then Lopez.
Well, I mean, it only went one other round, and then it got stopped shortly after that. But that shot right there flattened Conlan. There was no question about it, not even a count. The towel comes in. We've been talking about that uppercut, the right uppercut shot from the hip.
He dipped right into it.
The Road Warrior.
He's going to go down, boom. Like, Lopez's eye coordination is on point, and he's not getting enough credit for that. Like, he knows basically where to place the punches at the right moment in the right time.
Wow.
Yeah, I better leave Lopez alone.
What do you mean by that?
That dude is he's dangerous. It's bad enough he's already unpredictable, but you clearly see that he has power in both hands. And it's like you can hit him whatever you want to hit him with, and he's going to be right in your face.
So you favor him against, I mean, obviously Mauricio Lara and Lee Wood are going to fight tonight. The title only up for grabs between.
He'll beat them too.
Ray Vargas.
He'll beat them too. Because Ray Vargas is not a bad.
Robesi Ramirez.
Robesi's probably the only one that'll give him, that'll give him some fits. Of course.
Mentioning the other belt holders in the featherweight
I probably
division.
said Robesi be the only one that give him a run, but like, Ray Vargas also, he's a good fighter, but he tends to not use his full physical attributes with like his height and reach, and that will play into the game of Lopez.
And right now we just got a shot of Lopez, who seemed to be grimacing and limping a little bit back to his corner on that shot. So not really sure what's developed there, but nonetheless good to see Conlan responsive, getting treated by the medical staff on the stool in the corner. But what a devastating loss for Mick Conlan tonight in Belfast. Absolutely not how he or really anyone maybe envisioned this fight going this early. I think those people that predicted a knockout for Lopez, what I was seeing was later on in the fight. But statement made absolutely tonight from the humble champ in Luis Alberto Lopez, who gave nothing but respect to Conlan and even went to his backyard to defend his world title. We're going to make the decision official here with Thomas Schreiber, who is in the ring now, and I believe is ready to go. And great to see Conlan on his feet there as the two fighters embrace. Fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 14 seconds of round number 5. The blue corner signaled our referee, Michael Alexander, to stop the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and still IBF featherweight champion of the world, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez.
And all the credit in the world to both of these guys for putting it all on the line tonight by Luis Alberto Lopez. I mean, you want to talk about the true definition of a road warrior, someone that goes into hostile territory. He beats Isaac Lowe, in your call. Then a couple fights later, has to fight Warrington in Leeds in his backyard to win the world title by majority decision.
Yeah, right.
You know what that means when you're your opponent's backyard and you win by majority decision.
Pretty much, you earned that.
And
you earned that victory.
Then tonight, didn't even let the decision go to the scorecards and gets the stoppage win in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Congratulations tonight to Luis Alberto Lopez.